And just like that, you're recording with your favorite podcast in the motherfucking world. I can't tell you like Scorp Huncho. What kind of podcast is this, my guy?
Get that hair right first. That's easy, man. Try something different, you know what I'm saying? Trying to braid the dreads out, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all back once again with the number one motherfucking podcast of all motherfucking podcasts in the motherfucking world. Believe it, we calling out all podcasts. You know what I'm saying? We the best, like DJ Khaled said.
Oh my. Something good in my cup when you say that.
And something in my cup too.
What you sipping on?
I'm sipping on tequila tonight. 18.
I hope you don't work tomorrow, sir.
Oh, I'm off.
I was finna say, God dang.
Then I'm finna, afterwards, after I do this podcast, I'm finna get my DJ skills up tonight. Playing Aaliyah tonight. Today is Aaliyah's birthday. She was still here living. She would have been 42 today.
Oh, man. You finna be on them turntables all night, huh?
Yeah, turntables.
And the tequila gonna get you started. And it's that type of day.
Yeah.
You know a fun fact that I ran across on the good World Wide Web this week.
First, before we get started.
Oh yeah, go talk about it.
Give them shout outs. You know, I got in trouble last year. So I'm trying to be good this year. You know what I'm saying? I got in trouble by giving a shout out to a pain in my ass. I'm gonna tell you this on the last episode.
What's the correct term that you should be using?
She's no longer a pain in my ass anymore. You know.
That sounds painful already.
I know it. She's my, she's my main supporter. You know what I'm saying? I'll put it like that. She always held it down for Scorp Huncho.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Give a shout out to Amy Danielle.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Give a shout out to all the listeners out here. 500 Vodka, of course. Shout out. Shout out to my boy Andrew and Enoch Says. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to also, I've been on this heavy and I've been supporting this on Snapchat. But give a shout out to, if y'all in the San Antonio area, y'all know who this is. Y'all know what this juice is. That go check out that boy Play. You know what I'm saying? That boy Play, he is in the San Antonio area. He's gonna hook you up. He do deliveries and everything.
And what's in this juice? Is it a positive juice?
This the whole fever.
What's in there?
He got 2 darts and 2 clear. I think this one got hen in it. To all them hen lovers out there.
The hen dog and dog.
Yeah, gonna try that whole fever. You know what I'm saying? He got 2 darts and 2 clear. You know, I'm not on that tonight.
I'm gonna say
you're doing a promo.
I'm gonna say you're doing the most.
Nah.
On my end, shout out to Lenopoly, not a pain in the ass as well. And ain't nobody got no pains in the ass. Shout out to Radioactive Podcast, From the Bottom Podcast, Rosie Perspective Podcast, the Chris Miller Podcast, and Sauce Daily. We've been in love from all of these platforms, so I gotta show love back. Like Scorp said, shout out to all the listeners just tuning in, enjoying as we speak our shit. But as we get ready to dive right in, matter of fact, before I dive right in, another thing that we always need to say, hotline. If you ever want to hit us on the hotline, give us a call and tell us that we're some sons of bitches and you heard enough of our mouth, or if you just want to let us know that you agree with us, 210-570-7519. Give us a holler, leave us a message. I promise we'll air it on the podcast and we'll speak about what you want to speak about.
You ain't lying about that. We need some more. We need some more interesting calls. You know what I'm saying? I love the calls, you know, and everything. We need some more of that in 2021. You know what I'm saying? Don't be ashamed. You know what I'm saying? We gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? I know it's been a lot of shit that I said last year. A lot of folks didn't like. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Y'all
Yeah.
hit the Velvet Vibes email. Don't be ashamed to hit Scorpion King 3305 at gmail.com email. You know what I'm saying? If you want to disagree to some shit I have to say,
I think they scared of you.
don't be scared. I'm gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna laugh at it.
You remember
But
what
hey,
Juicy J said? Don't be scared. Put a rubber on the head.
you know what I'm saying?
No, but man, I saw this week and a little bit on a positive but kind of sad. When Tiny Lister Jr. passed away, did you know that he changed his name, his legal name, to Debo to show love to Friday before he passed away?
For real?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
the paperwork has made it to the good World Wide Web. He legally changed his name to Debo, which lets me know he probably knew what was coming.
Man, he keeping that character name. That's what that was.
Right, took it with him. Definitely respects. May rest in the good old paradise. But now we're gonna get a little serious tonight. So I'm glad you're drinking on tequila. Uh,
King, you love me.
we're having some of that baby mama talk tonight.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Yeah, I think I might need a little something extra here.
Me too. Let me pull up.
Yeah, you're gonna need to
Pull it up, pull it up.
let it all fall down. Now, I'm gonna since it's me and you, we're gonna play a little game of ping pong. We're gonna pass it back and forth, but feel free to elaborate, because I need to know this. In your case, or in all cases, what will make co-parenting work better?
Oh man.
Because we know we all, well, a lot of us, a lot of
I
us, it don't work.
yeah. I was always told the number one thing, number one thing is communication.
Hmm.
You know, it's something that Scorponcho is working on for co-parenting, is communication with being co-parenting. Number two, I would say, oh man, I don't know. All I can say is just communicate.
Do you feel like you receive communication?
Every now and then, it depends on the situation. You know,
Yeah,
in my case,
but it ain't enough though. Apparently,
no, it ain't. Only time I get communication is when that them pesos,
we need a little money.
that bread, you know what I'm saying, that cheddar.
That communication start working out all of a
Yeah,
sudden.
the dead presidents. Yeah, like around this time right now, you know what I'm saying? Stimulus going out and you know, it's income tax season.
She
You know,
hit you for that stuff.
that's when I get them text messages then. Other than
So,
that, I don't get no text messages of when your daughter been to the hospital, your daughter's sick, you know what I'm saying? Your daughter doing this in school. I have to send them text messages, and then most time I give them like 3 hours or 2 days later. You know what
oh
I'm saying?
wow,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I see you. You speaking right from the testimony section of the
Hey,
church.
a living testimony.
Man, I could say the same thing. It's a communication thing, and on my side, like you said, I don't receive it. For the most part, I receive zero communication, zilch, not nothing. Half the times I just find out stuff as the times I see them or whatever.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? It's something, and also this ain't the case no more. But it once was the case. I think what'll make co-parenting work better is if both parents focus on the child and not what is the other parent doing in their love life. This
True.
some this something got to be addressed because
True. That I mean, that's what's going on right now. I mean, because like you said, you know, you got one parent focus on the child. You got the other parents focus on what the other parent doing and
Who you
all
date?
this type of stuff, and you know what I'm saying, spreading words out on the street that you know what I'm saying. Say one parent the parent that's focused on the child. I'm put it like this: the parent is focused on the child. You know what I'm saying? They in a relationship, and when they in a relationship, the person that they with, they might have a child.
Hmm.
The boyfriend or the girlfriend who they with, you know what I'm saying? They might have one kid, two kids, or how many ever they have. You know what I'm saying? Then the other co-parent, the other parents, you know what I'm saying, thinking that, oh, you ain't worried about your child, you know what I'm saying? You out here taking care of your significant other kid, your child, and stuff like this. I mean, that's how it is, man. That's how people think these days. You know what I'm saying? They
Hey,
spread.
you been in this conversation before?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Lord knows I have. It's a crazy thing that, and like you said, sometimes that is the case. That is what really be going on. But the concern for most people that really care should be just as equal or above. If you worry about your significant other kids, you worry about your own just as well. But if you ain't getting that communication, like you said, to 3 days later, it's a
Exactly.
that's a concern.
It's more than a concern, man. You know what I'm saying? Me as myself, and if you watch the the first episode of the year,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? I was the other guy on the panel out of the four.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had a daughter, you know what I'm saying? And with me, I have a daughter, you know what I'm saying? And me personally, and Amy can tell you this. I think about my daughter all the time, man. I don't know what's going on with her, how she doing, what she doing, and none of that stuff. Where she at, none of that. You know what I'm saying? That's my main focus. You know, sometimes I want to just give up, but I think about her. You know what I'm saying? That keep me motivated and keep me pushing on doing the stuff. You know what I'm saying that I want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's my other main supporter. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
My
Have you
other.
you ever reached out to the mother of your child, and not to talk about money and not to talk about the child, but to talk about what can y'all do to get along better, to in order? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, we talked about it once, and and sometimes the communication don't go so well. You know what I'm saying? We fussing and cussing each other out, but
You,
then
you
at the end
you
of
end
the
up
day,
pushing that red button on your phone to say end
I
call.
be wanting to. I ain't gonna lie to you. I be wanting to. But at the end of the day, I just tell her, I'm like, look, we both gotta do better.
Yeah,
You know, we both gotta, you know what I'm saying, be here, be there for Layla. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? We both
yeah,
gotta do this, we both gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? Just not just one of us, it gotta just be both of us.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Cause yeah, I do stuff that she don't like, and she do stuff that I don't like. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? We both gotta come to an agreement with Layla. We
yeah,
both gotta, you know what I'm saying, do that.
yeah. Facts. What do you feel like you could do better on your end
Oh
as a
man,
parent?
be there more.
We gotta give ourselves some heat too.
I mean, be there more for my child, man. Because every time I go home, like I said, I told Amy this. Every time I go home and when I'm chilling with Layla, you know what I'm saying, it hurts.
Mm,
Because and Layla tell me this all the time. Like every time I talk to her on the phone or I'll go back home and I get her for the time being that I'm there, she always tell me that she wanna come home with her daddy. You know what I'm saying? And when I hear her say that, you know what I'm saying, it hurts.
yeah,
I would like I tell her like I want you to come home with daddy too, you know what I'm saying? It hurts because you hearing a 6-year-old, you know what I'm saying? She'll be 7 next week.
yeah,
She'll be 7 and she was like, she want to come home and stay with her daddy. You know what I'm saying? It hurts.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that you can do. You know what I'm saying? You want to do something about it, but at the end of the day, you know, all you can do is just pray about it, man. That's it. You know, what I'm
Facts.
saying? I got a lot of good support. You know what I'm saying? That want me to, go the extra mile to, to get Layla and everything. So, I applaud all my supporters, that want me to do the things that I have to do to get her. You know what I'm saying? And it's something I've really been thinking about again. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I tried the first time, but I didn't succeed all the way through. So I said this time I try again. You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving up. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
gonna I'm gonna get what I want, and I'm gonna get what my daughter wants as well. You know what I'm saying? Because she want to be with her daddy.
Facts. Facts. No, understood. I think on my end, what I can do better is take advantage of the time that I do have.
Yeah,
Cause when I do have them, I don't have them like I want to. But when I do have them, it's kind of like I don't be seen them in so long that of course, you want to be the fun parent and just
yeah,
chill and do stuff. But then you got to pull out the hot seat and talk about this and talk about that, and we need to talk about this, and I don't like. To be honest, I don't like that. I don't like to be like, you pick them up, pick your child up, and then the first thing you say is, "Okay, now I want to talk about this and I want to talk about that," and you grounded and you're in trouble, and it's like, dang,
yeah. See, I ain't got to that point yet.
I ain't seen you in a while, and now when I first see
Yeah.
you the first thing, you know what I'm
I
saying?
ain't, I ain't got to that point yet. Your child must look older, way older than mine.
Yeah,
So I ain't got to that point yet.
exactly. But yeah, but at the same time, I'm aware, you got to take advantage of your time that you get. I'm sure, the time you spend with your child, it wouldn't probably didn't feel like enough time, but you probably was
Exactly.
using it wise as possible.
The most I spent was every time I go home, at least most time. Another thing I want to do a lot better is go home more often.
Yeah,
You know,
facts.
'cause usually I go home like once or twice out of a year.
Mm-hmm.
But my goal now is to at least go home about 3 or 4 times out of a year. You know
Facts.
what I'm saying? That
Yeah,
way
that
I can spend more time with Layla. Because usually when I did go, I at least go home for about 3 days, 3 to 4 days. You know what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying? Spend time with her about that amount of time, but I'm working on going home, like I said, 3 or 4 times out of a year, or
Facts.
maybe more. I don't know. It depends on how everything works out.
Facts. No,
Uh,
that makes sense. I know we're in a strange world where it's hard to travel like that, but at the same time, when you got offspring, you gotta do what you gotta do.
well,
Well, we gonna kind of rewind in not just in our personal life, but just period and speak on this. But why do you feel that we didn't talk about why we feel most marriages don't work? Why do you feel why do you feel most couples with a child don't work, married or not? Like once you put a child into the equation, why do you feel like it? Because a lot of times it don't work. It's rare that it do. So what is the issue
what you mean?
when when two people fall in love
Mm-hmm.
and then they get to seeing hearts and shit,
Mm-hmm.
then they have a kid. You been there, I've been there. Then that's when it seemed like I'm not saying it's the kid fault, but a lot of times that's when the relationship begins to go south because there's a whole lot of other things involved. Why is it once the child appears,
Oh man.
most relationships don't last?
I mean, people change, man.
Yeah,
People change. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it's not the kid's fault. You know what I'm saying? Because the kid didn't ask to be here.
facts.
And some people I done seen this. from several people, you know what I'm saying? They have a child, then, like you said, they fall off, then they get back together. Then the main thing they always say when they get back together is, I'm doing this for the child. Don't do it for the child.
Talk to him.
Do it because you want to do it.
Talk to him.
You know, because I can say from my own personal experience, you know, everybody know if you've been listening, watching the whole podcast, I talk about Layla as much as possible as I can on episodes.
Yeah.
But I've tried twice to try to work things out. Not because I wasn't doing it because Layla. I'm doing it because just I want to do it.
Yeah.
You know, and I always got no, so I just said, fuck it.
Left alone.
You doing you. I'm finna start doing me, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna be there for my child, no matter what.
Yeah.
You know, and before I came to Texas, I asked several times, how do you feel about me moving to Texas?
Oh.
She always put it on Layla. I'm dead serious. This ain't a tequila talking. This is, I'm just saying, this is real life experience.
Preach to him.
Real life experience, you know? I don't fake none of that bullshit. I don't fake shit about what I talk about.
Come on.
But yeah. So the last time it was like first time I moved out here, it was like 3 days before I left, I asked that question again. And she finally came out and said it. And I was like, well, why you didn't say that the first time? Why you kept putting it on Layla?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I knew she was gonna feel some type of way about me, you know what I'm saying, leaving home and coming to a whole different state, you know, because she thought I was gonna forget about my child. I'm like, never did.
Yeah,
you know?
Facts.
I want my child to know who her dad is, regardless where I'm at.
Facts.
I don't even care if I'm in Mississippi all the way to Australia. I want my child to know who her dad is, you know?
Exactly.
That's the main thing I always wanted.
No, that makes sense. I feel like, to be honest, most people don't be knowing what they getting into. Like, I think when people want to have a kid, they just think, I want to have a kid, or it's going to make our relationship better and stuff like that. And what they really don't realize, and I know we all been told this, it's a big deal, it's a lot of money. We heard all this stuff before.
Yeah.
But when you get out in the world by yourself, you be thinking you that motherfucker and you could do it. And it's not a big deal, and it's going to be better for your relationship. But to be honest, once a kid appears, sex going to disintegrate because you ain't going to have time for it. Dates and all that little shit, going to the concert, that's going to disintegrate. The argument's going to increase because it's going to, the argument's going to definitely increase because it's going to be like, we all had this conversation. It's your turn to get the bottle. It's your turn to change the diaper. I did it last time.
Yep.
You know what they come.
I don't
Then
good, man.
Then the conversation of who do more. I work harder than you. I work longer than you. You should get it.
Yep.
You've been off for 2 days and all this other stuff. So it starts little rifts.
Don't involve daycare.
Yeah.
Don't involve daycare, man.
Man, and I'm sure you can attest to it. I was working at 5 a.m. and getting home, I think maybe about 5 p.m. And when I would open the door, next thing you know, a baby was thrown in my hands. As soon as I walked in the door, I ain't got a bath yet or nothing. And next thing you know, everybody else disappeared. And I'm patting backs and making bottles. Next thing you know, I'm waking up again, the alarm going off. And before that, I done changed diapers all middle of the night. And I can't get no, I'm like, dang, you can get it this time, man. Come on. Like, my eyes, I got bags. Matter of fact, I got pictures from when my son was newborn. and I look older then than I look now because I was so not, sleep and stress and working crazy jobs and hours. And yeah, it's a. I'm just if I hope if y'all playing this episode, if your teenager in the back seat or somewhere around or somebody that don't have kids, trust and believe. We're not saying we're not fond of our kids. We're not saying that. We're just saying it should be more real than you think. And it's something else I need to preach about to them, Score.
Go for it.
I heard this so many times. A couple not working. The relationship is failing. And they had so many conversations, but it just ain't doing nothing. Every time they have a conversation, nothing come of it. So they say, I think we need a baby. Or what I say to you is if your shit ain't working and you ain't got no kids, then you put a kid in the equation, as Scorp said earlier, it's going to multiply. Okay, everything we just mentioned is going to take place and transpire, plus whatever issues you already got. Like, I don't know why people think this is and it normally be them couples that been together for a minute and they start breaking up and getting back together and breaking up and get together and they say, well, we want to try something new. We want to have a baby. As a man, as Bill Duke said on Menace to Society, you done fucked up. You done fucked up. What is the deal with this, Scorp? Why do people think this? I had this guy that I knew, this coworker. I saw when he met his girlfriend. We was in the same training class. He met the girl. He was 19, she was 20. They started dating before our training class was over. They had an apartment the following month together. The month after that, they was engaged to be married. Mm-hmm. The month after that, they had a child on the way.
Mm-hmm. Have mercy.
And this one I noticed, this new age, I thought we were moving fast. Please pump the brakes. Slow it down. Slow it down. There ain't no hurry. If you and I know some of these ladies make you want to put your tartar sauce in there. Not me. I'm telling you right now. People get mad when I say it. I'm like, once the day come, when I come down that aisle and we decide we do our vows and all that stuff on honeymoon night, I'm pulling out a condom again. She ain't gonna ask me no questions.
Yeah, but you married though.
Nope. I'm wearing condoms.
That's the part I don't understand. You married.
Nope.
You still gonna put a condom on?
I'm wearing condom with my wife.
Oh Lord have mercy.
And pulling out. I pull out with a condom on. Since my pull-out game week, it'd be late anyway, but I still pull it out.
Wow. I'm gonna need some comments on this. If y'all hearing this episode, we're gonna need y'all to comment, call in the hotline, and comment on this. This man said when he get married, he's still gonna wear a condom. We need to hear some elaboration.
Some feedback, yeah.
We need to hear the customers, our viewers. I ain't gonna say customers, our viewers.
Yeah.
Hey, you can be anywhere. You can be in Baghdad, Bangladesh, or whatever. Please call the hotline. I want to hear what y'all got to think about this. This man said that when he get married, he was still going to wear a condom.
So, Scott, well, I'm assuming when you were married, you was not wearing condoms. Are you wearing condoms now?
No comment.
Oh my gosh! Now, how we having this episode and it pertain to you? When the last time you wore a condom? Let's just put it that way. 2017.
When me and Amy first started talking, no lie. If I put a condom on now, she gonna say, "What you doing with that condom?"
So y'all both need to hear this episode.
I'm speaking fact. Like I said, man, I don't bullshit. I speak the truth with everything.
Why you not wearing condoms?
Um,
I don't want to be a parent here.
I mean, I apparently we have a roadblock situation. That's what I always tell her. She been talking to Donald Trump.
So
That's what I tell her. Got that wall across the border.
yeah. Oh,
So,
the wall is built.
yeah, the wall is built across that border. So
That's different. That's different. I'm gonna give you a pass.
that wall across that border. So ever since then, I just been shooting the club. But,
I'm gonna give you a pass. I thought you was out here being ignorant.
Hell no. I mean, I was a couple times. I was on that, as they say, that liquor courage. You know what I'm saying? You on that liquor. You know what I'm saying? Feels a certain type of way. Everybody know what I'm talking about when I say you on that liquor and you feel a certain type of way.
You're feeling naughty.
Yeah, you be like, fuck a condom, you know what I'm saying? They just get what it is, I done been down that road a couple times.
Yeah.
You feel lie to you.
It's crazy though.
In this episode, she might be mad because she looking at me funny right now.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. Like in my wildest of single times, when somebody would tell me, "Oh, I got tubes tied and all that stuff," I used to still. Now I know your situation different. Y'all been together for a minute, but I know some dudes be telling me, they be like, "Oh, her tubes tied" or whatever, and it be the first time, second time, and they just run off in there. I'm like, bitch, I don't believe you. You can. I didn't heard that. Oh, my tubes tied. I'm like, that's fine. Also, it's another reason why the condoms exist. It ain't just having babies. I don't want my penis to melt.
Exactly.
You might put it in there and it might be like a microwave up in that bitch and melt your penis and you could.
It might be like somebody we know. You eat.
Oh yeah, you pull back that lit candle.
You got a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got a problem.
Oh my gosh. And see, also, we gotta talk of this, Scorpion. You might have been here. I know that some parents, not some parents, a lot of parents, a lot of people have different views on discipline. Did this play a role in your child life? Because, and what I'm saying is, like, you got one parent, like in my case, I'm from Mississippi.
Oh, me too.
Born and raised
in the seal.
Just like you, I'm a believer in getting that belt and striking that backside.
You ain't lying about that. Hey, we got it.
My son's mother is not a believer in that. So there's a rift in that area where I'm like, I'm gonna tear that ass up, and I was instructed not to tear that ass up. But the thing about it, I would blame myself for that, or both of us, and anybody that's doing it, because I think people be talking to folks and they don't really be knowing how they feel about stuff. And next thing you know, you be did. Y'all got a kid on the way. Now you gotta talk. Oh, what's your religion? Oh, your religion this and mine is this. Oh, what you think about whoopings? You don't believe in whoopings? I do. Now it's too late. The kid on the way. One person picking the switch and the other one calling CPS at the same. You know what I'm saying? So y'all is not seeing eye to eye. And to me, I feel like that's another thing that don't get, like, these days, we just don't give a fuck. We see people, we like them, and we want to talk to them. So one of them worship God, one of them is a devil worshiper, one of them is this religion from this ethnicity, one from this ethnicity. It don't work. One of them cooking rats.
I put you like this. Like I said,
a lady told me this morning that she was eating rats.
Oh hell!
Her husband was cooking her rats.
I mean, like I said, me personally, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, everything I talk about is real life experience, no bullshit. You know this. I was in a previous relationship where I don't know why I still went through this relationship, but you know, I still ask myself the question today, and me and Amy talk about it from every once in a while, and she still asks me the question today. I was in a relationship with a woman. She said she didn't believe in God.
Oh wow, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, me and you talked about this.
yeah.
I still pursue the relationship. Still to this day, I don't know why. And with that situation being said, like you said, we from the SIP. You know what I'm saying? Everything we did, we got our ass whooped,
Yeah,
regardless. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yep.
Now that we both got a child, we both got kids. Well, a kid, I ain't gonna put no S on it. Well, we playing stepdad.
Yeah, unless Mark Povich for calling me and tell me he needs to speak with me.
We playing stepdad, but
Yeah.
still, you know what I'm saying? How we was raised, you know what I'm saying? And we did some stuff our parents didn't like, no matter where we was, you know what I'm saying? We got our ass whooped.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And if we around our friends, you know what I'm saying, we got our ass whooped in front of our friends.
Facts.
How we were raised, parents didn't give a fuck, you know?
Facts. Yeah.
But like you said, nowadays, you know what I'm saying, most parents, you know what I'm saying, they don't want to do that. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Maybe I can't answer that question. I still ask myself this question still to this day.
It's a sensitive world now, man. Like
Why?
just like the fact that everybody canceled and everybody think you can't eat beef and all this other shit. It's the
'Cause I
same.
mean, like now, if my daughter do something and she knows she don't supposed to do it,
Bust that
and
ass.
I give her a certain look, she knows she in trouble. She knows she's in trouble.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, I can grab the belt. She can hear the belt. She can hear that little vocal sound of the belt, and she already know what time it is.
Yeah.
You
How
know,
to
daddy
smack
don't
that
play.
down.
You know, daddy don't play.
Yeah.
You know, daddy don't play. Now,
So
I don't know if her mama do the same thing. I don't know.
I'm sure she don't.
But she
I'm
know
sure.
daddy don't play.
And her mama probably feels some kind of way when you do that. And that's what I'm talking about. Like we just be diving in off some shit. We don't even know what the hell going on with these people.
Exactly.
So
Because
so do you
like you said, man, I ain't mean to cut you off,
now
but
go ahead, go ahead.
like you said, how we was raised and how kids raised nowadays is way totally different.
Facts.
I mean, way totally different.
Facts.
I don't. They need to go back to like they said, Big Mama days. Like our parents used to say, Big Mama days, and you know what I'm saying. We had some some real thug ass grandmamas. You know what I'm saying.
Well, you said something there.
You know they didn't give a fuck. You know my grandmama, she used to tell us back in the day that if the police step in her yard, she gonna cuss them out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? My grandma was a Scorpio. She didn't give a fuck.
I remember they used to tell us like if you call the police on them when they come out of jail, they're gonna whoop you again for calling the police.
Exactly. You know, that's how we were raised, man. Like I
I remember
said, kids these days, to me, they don't know what discipline is. They think everything a joke.
I called the police on my stepdaddy, and the police came and they told me to rip my pants off, and
Wow.
and, and then they looked at my butt cheeks. I was ashamed. They
Wow.
seen the whips and stuff on my butt.
Like, yeah, prime example with that. You know what I'm saying? We used to go to school with whips on our arms and shit
Yeah.
like that. You know what I'm saying? Let a kid these days go to school with a whip on their arm. They finna call CPS and every damn thing.
That's what was so funny. They seen the whips on me,
I
and
don't been to school. I don't been to school with whips on me.
they didn't even care. They was just like,
They know you got your ass whooped.
they asked me, why did you get a whooping? I said, I ain't do my homework. The police said, you deserved it, and walked out the door and said, have a great afternoon. Do your homework.
That they know. Look, True story, man. I told Amy this several times. I think I told you this too. I done got loud with one of my teachers.
Yeah.
At one point in time, and the teacher was my cousin, and you know what I'm saying. She was like, "I'm gonna tell your dad." I'm like, "I don't care. Tell him. He ain't gonna do nothing." You know what I'm saying? That same day I went home, I got 2 whoopings. I got a whooping by my mama. Then when my daddy got home, I turned around and got another whooping.
Golly.
Then he told me that I better apologize. If he don't, he gonna come to the school and whoop me again.
Yeah.
In front of the class. And I apologized to the teacher. And like I said, I went to school with whips.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, I'm familiar with that, whooping.
Let some shit happen like that nowadays. You know what I'm saying? They instantly quit call CPS and the police.
Well, the crazy thing, when it come to that, like even with like football and stuff, you remember how the coaches were calling each other, y'all are just a bunch of pussies. Get out here. And now they say you can't talk like that. They have to say, come on.
We done been called this several times.
They say, come on, Charles. I'm going to throw the ball, and I need you to catch it. And then you miss it. Then they'd be like, it's okay, Charles. You're still a winner in your heart. Back then, they used to be like, you're a punk-ass bitch. You better catch that ball.
That means you gotta do better, man. Get down this road, man.
Yeah. That's crazy. And the thing about it, I support that. If my son played football and he say, get your punk ass out there and catch that damn ball, I'm going to be clapping my hands.
Exactly. That's a way of motivation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The coach, by that means the coach calling you out. That means you got to do better.
Facts.
You know if you continue wanting to get out there on that football field and the coach tell you that, it means you got to do your job better than what you doing.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? If you continue to do sorry on the team, that means you're going to sit your ass on the bench and you ain't going to never see that field or that basketball court no more. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way it is.
No, I hear you. You said that.
That's how it is.
So with this being said, do you feel like you still want kids? After all the experience you done been through, do you still want kids to this day? Are you good?
I'm 35 years old. I'm going to tell you, yeah, I'm 35. You know what I'm saying? And what shocked me the most? True story.
Tell the truth and shame the devil.
Like I said, what shocked me the most was 2 years ago. 2 or 3 years ago. This before I met Amy. I'm putting you like this. Way before I met Amy. I think this was back when I first moved out here in 2016. I was on the phone with Layla one time, and she instantly told me, and it came out of her mouth, and it really shocked me, because she told me she wanted another brother or sister. Because real talk. Real talk. And I was like, well, you might need to talk to your mama about that situation. But yeah, I ain't finna lie to you. Yeah. I know she's the only child, and I kind of feel where she's coming from.
Yeah.
She want another brother, a brother or a sister.
Do you want it to come from your genitals?
Of course. If it come from her mama, then hey, so be it. I can't control that. You know. But as I would always say, you know what I'm saying, she will not be the only child. Either if it come from me or it come from her mama.
So you don't mind having another kid?
I'm not gonna raise it. I'm gonna tell you that shit.
You just gonna throw a kid out there?
I'm not. If it come from her mama, that's between her mama and the person that she had the child with. They got to raise that child together.
But if you have a kid, is you gonna raise your kid?
Yeah, regardless, no doubt. I'm gonna be 100.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm one and done. I'm cool off that. And first off, I wasn't know that type of guy to be, I said this back in the day that I wasn't gonna have kids, and I had one, and I love my son, and I did learn though, it's more because of this, who I was dealing with and
Yeah.
all that stuff. It just kind of tainted me and stuff. So I'm just like, I don't even want to have kids because I don't want to be in that situation again and have it. And I know other people that they like, oh, this baby mama, the other baby mama, and 3 baby mamas and all that stuff. And it sound like the most. I'm like, I don't want to have that situation. I don't want to be going sitting in the courtroom and it, I'm just off of that stuff. So I'm just
Yeah.
cool. I
Hey,
got me a Vibes dog. We good.
I'm gonna tell you this, and I told Amy this so many times since I've been back home, since I came home for Christmas,
Yeah.
and this really shocked the shit out of me. No lie.
Uh-oh.
No motherfucking lie.
Yeah.
My baby mama, she was asking me about Amy, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know how this came up, how this came about. Nothing. We were just talking about kids, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
We was talking about kids, then she hit me with this question like, she want to have a baby by you, right? And I'm like, wow.
Oh, she want to get the details. That's what this about.
And then she know I'm finna hit you with this.
Talk
Then
to me.
she was like, I prayed that, you know what I'm saying, you can't have no kid by no other woman.
Oh, I didn't heard that before. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, what? She
Don't
like,
like that.
she was like, I'm the only one and all that type of shit. I'm like, damn. I'm like, really? She was like, yeah, I'm the only one, what she said, I'm the first and the only.
Cause I bet have your wife done this? Like when y'all was first split up or whatever, and you first start talking to somebody, had she asked you, uh, do you whoever you talking to, can they have kids?
No, she ain't never asked me that.
Cause see, that's what I've been asked before. Not recently, but I've been asked that before. Since we've been not talking, if I talk to somebody else, she'd be like, "Oh, I hear you guys talking to somebody." Yeah, yeah, and stuff. Can they have kids? And I didn't think nothing of it at first. I knew why I was being asked this, but I didn't think nothing of it. And then years later, I was with somebody else. Can this person have kids? And then I started realizing this really a thing. Like this really a thing where people be like, they want you to don't have other kids with other people. Fast
Exactly.
fast forward though, she went and had a kid by somebody else, and
Mhm.
there go my son's new relatives and sibling,
Have
and
mercy.
I don't have to provide that, which I wasn't gonna provide in no way, because we just went over that. But yeah, so he covered in that department. We don't have that conversation no more. I need a new sister or brother. You have been Everything has been achieved in your house. So y'all enjoy.
Have mercy.
But as we know, it's getting near that time. We I know last time we had some big service, and we want to
I
make sure.
thought we could go on some more topics. We done stayed on baby mamas all night.
Yeah, that's the kind of night we want to roll. This been on my mind, and I and I had to make sure. Then that's the whole point of this podcast. What's on our mind? This was on our mind. And I just want people to enjoy a good 45 to an hour for the most part. I know sometimes we start pushing 2 hours and stuff when we have big lack, and people and
Have
people
mercy.
like that
Look,
has
I
so
didn't
much more
even
to say.
ask you. I've been asking about that video a lot. Yeah, I've been hearing. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of folks asking me about the video version. I'm like, I don't know if that video version gonna come out.
Yeah, it might be a director's cut in the future.
I don't know if that video version gonna come out.
That motherfucker was hell. I'm glad you got it where you can review it
Big,
in
big,
private.
big leg. That's all I can say. I'm sorry, Don, but big leg was something else.
You know what? Shout out to Don. Shout out to Cutting Up Barbershop. Shout out
Number
to
two.
SA Wild Child.
Number two. Barbershop number two now. You
Yeah,
got
yeah.
number two in there.
Number 2. Matter of fact, shout out to my barber. Shout out to Stacy. Stacy done moved to another shop on me.
What?
Yeah, we just talked about this. I said, man, I hate when barbers be moving around. He was like, yeah, you ain't got to worry about that. Then this past week, I text him. This was the last time I got a haircut. I text him this week. I was like, I need a cut. He was like, I need to talk to you. He was like, give me a phone call. I'm like, just text it to me. He was like, no, give me a call. I called him. I'm so sorry. I'm like, what? I'm in a new shop. I'm like, oh, shit. It ain't that bad. It ain't too far, though. But you know what? Shout out to you, Stacey, if you tuned in. Much love. You got me looking saucy for the video.
I'm going to shout out to my boy. You know what I'm saying? She over there on the North Star Mall. You know what I'm saying? She doing big things. Shout out to Jules. You know.
Running Jules.
If you go to Max, what is it? Max Barbershop in North Star Mall. You know what I'm saying? Holla at Jules. Tell her your boy Scorpion King, a.k.a. Scorp Hunchos. You know what I'm saying? Referred. You know what I'm saying?
Might get that free one.
Shout out to, like I said, everybody listening. Shout out to Golden Nuts. We gotta get that episode of Golden Nuts, bro. We gotta get that ASAP.
I might have to reach out to him tomorrow.
We gotta get that ASAP, man. I'm ready for that ASAP. I'm ready for that episode. The world been waiting on. Yeah. They've been waiting on for a whole year. We've been talking about Golden Nuts for the longest. They ready for that episode, man. Shout out to old Jill, Flying Jill.
Yeah.
Some twisted tornadoes.
Whew.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you be making some good ass mixed drinks, bro.
I seen them pictures, and you know I've had them before.
Yes, Lord. He talk about your ass all the time. Every time he make a drink, he talking about.
Yeah.
Hey, he got that one bottle.
Yeah.
If you ever in the silk and you know Flying Jill, he got that one bottle. Is at least with 7 different types of vodka in it. Yeah, one bottle with 7 different types of vodka. Hey, put you in there before you leave. You gonna get tipsy or drunk, one of the two.
Yeah, a little bit of both.
You take shots or a mixed drink. Take shots. I feel for you. That's all I'm gonna say.
I feel for you. Shoot, if you got anything else to say to us, 100%velvet@gmail.com. Sponsorship opportunities, anything like that, you looking for some production on my end, 100%velvet@gmail.com. You know we got the beats. We're gonna go ahead and knock these motherfuckers head off, elephant style. It's a shout out to you, a daddy, but hold
on before you get there. I'm gonna give a shout out to
your daddy for real.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my dad. He's coming over. He progressing. For everybody who don't know, you know what I'm saying? He progressing from the COVID-19. I talked to him the other day, you know what I'm saying? He doing a whole lot better.
Bouncing back.
Yeah, he bouncing back. That's a good process, you know what I'm saying? So keep Scorp Huncho family in your prayers, you know what I'm saying? For everybody who's listening. You know what I'm saying? It was tough, man. It was tough. You know what I'm saying? I ain't feel like I was thinking the worst, but, you know, Amy kept me positive, you know what I'm saying? She was like, don't think about the negative, you know what I'm saying?
Just shit'll fuck you up, man. Just think about it, yeah.
Think about the positive, because I thought about it twice. No lie, twice last year, because first it was my daughter, then after she started getting better, then it was my dad, you know what I'm saying? And I was doing a video chat with my daughter, you know what I'm saying? She was in the hospital and everything, and I reached out to you about it, you know. Mm-hmm. And after I got off the video chat with my daughter, you know what I'm saying, I just broke down.
Yeah, I bet.
That's the first time I ever broke down in front of Amy. You know what I'm saying? She was like, things gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? Just keep thinking positive. You know what I'm saying? She
Facts.
kept motivating me to think positive. You kept motivating me to think positive. You know, and then
Yes,
that's
sir.
why that's the main reason why I went home. You know what I'm saying? Then after I made my decision, then that's when I found out. You know what I'm saying? My daddy got tested positive. So you know,
Yeah.
and I went down there. You know what I'm saying? I started thinking negative again. Like, you know, I can't do this, you know what I'm saying? And I went home and I talked to my mom like couple days ago, and she was like, he getting better, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I said, shout out to moms and pops, you know what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
I said, everybody keep Scope Huncho family in your prayers, you know, about this, because this shit is serious, man. Really,
Facts. Facts.
really is, man. And ever since I've been back home, like I said, I've been drinking hot tea. You know what I'm saying? That a lot of folks say that helps, you know what I'm saying, keep it down or cure it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? By drinking hot tea. So for
Heard
those
about
who are
Gatorade.
listening, this is serious real talk right here, man. No lie. Drink hot liquid. No bullshit. I don't care if you overseas or whatever. Keep drink hot tea, you know what I'm saying, in hot water, you know what I'm saying. If you're taking a hot shower, soak in all that steam and stuff, it'll clear it out your system, you know what I'm saying, keep your system clear, you know what I'm saying. If you take vitamins, you know what I'm saying, that'll help also, you know what I'm
It's my
saying.
life.
Exactly, because I take some B12s every day,
Yeah, you go.
you know what I'm saying, vitamins, B12, you know what I'm saying. If you on their stuff, you know what I'm saying? Hey, young or old, it don't matter. That
Facts.
COVID don't kill.
Yeah.
If you young or old, that COVID don't kill.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
And then from what I've been hearing, it's a new thing coming out. So hey, we got to be careful. You know what I'm
New
saying? I
strain,
know
yeah.
it's 2021. You know what I'm saying? Keep mask on, not mask off. Mask on,
Yeah.
mask on,
Yeah.
mask on. You know what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
I said, shout out to, you know what I'm saying, my better half, you know,
Mm.
even though we're talking about moving on, pulling that trigger, as you would say.
Yeah.
You're talking about it, so oh hey, 2021, let's just see what's gonna happen.
It's gonna be a whole lot of triggers get pulled.
You know what I'm saying? Some bigger and better things coming out of Velvet Vibe podcast, you know what I'm saying? Still working on the album. I know everybody been waiting on the album for about 2 years now, but hey, bigger. The album is coming.
Yeah.
Trust and believe the album is coming.
Trust the process.
Hey,
And it's a new process.
y'all better be ready because we ain't playing no games. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole lot of stuff lined up for this year in 2021. Bigger and better than 2020. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
2021 is gonna be a good year for Velvet Vibe Podcast. You know, real talk. Like I said, we got some fire heat
Talk
coming.
shit on
You
them.
know what I'm saying? Can't nobody fuck with us. Like I said, we the best and the number one motherfucking podcast of all motherfucking podcasts in the motherfucking world. Expeditiously.
The
I'm gonna
shots have been
I'm gonna
fired.
I'm gonna use Ti words.
Yeah. Man, like he said, we gave you everything you need. You need to sit back and think about all this information you just took in, because I know it makes a lot of sense to you. I hope it makes a lot of sense to you. And if you got your pants sitting on the floor right now, and if you making a baby to this podcast, we just told your hard-headed ass not to be doing it, especially in the world we live in today. So
Yeah.
with that being said, I'm gonna send a shout out to your daddy and a shout out to your